Samsung's next big flagship, the Galaxy S26 Ultra, is once again making headlines after new leaked images revealed major changes to its rear camera design. The photos give us a closer look at how Samsung is reshaping its top model, and it's clear the company is taking some design inspiration from its other 2025 devices. The leak comes from tech tipster Tron Vats on X, formerly Twitter, who shared photos of the Galaxy S26 Ultra inside a protective case. Even with the case on, the new camera setup is easy to notice. Instead of the separate floating lenses we've seen on past Ultra models, Samsung seems to be grouping three of the cameras together inside a slightly raised rectangular island. The fourth camera lens sits just below it, completing a tidy and symmetrical design. The rest of the phone still carries Samsung's familiar premium look: flat sides, curved corners, and a polished metal frame. The power and volume buttons are on the right side as usual. At first glance, it might seem like a small visual update, but this change actually marks a big shift in Samsung's design approach for its Ultra lineup. Older Ultra models had a very distinct camera layout with individual floating rings, making them easy to identify at a glance. The new island-style camera design gives the phone a cleaner and more unified appearance, but also makes it look more like Samsung's other flagship phones, especially the upcoming Galaxy S26 Edge and Galaxy Z Fold 7. It seems Samsung wants to make its flagship lineup look more consistent, instead of having each model look completely different. Interestingly, this camera island design isn't totally new for Samsung. The company used a similar setup before on some of its mid-range phones and later on the Galaxy S25 Edge. Now it's finally being brought to the Ultra series, which shows Samsung's push to create a unified look across all price ranges. Reactions online have been mixed. Some fans love the cleaner and more modern design, saying it gives the phone a more premium and consistent style. Others feel that Samsung is making the Ultra look too similar to its cheaper models, losing the distinct Ultra identity that made it stand out. In a recent online poll, around 41% of voters said the new camera island makes the phone look less special, while about 25% said they think it's a nice refresh. This new design approach is quite different from what Apple is doing with the iPhone 17 series. Apple is keeping a clear difference between its base and Pro models. The standard iPhone 17 will reportedly have a simple camera bump, while the iPhone 17 Pro will feature a larger, more defined camera block. Samsung, on the other hand, seems to be doing the opposite, creating a consistent design language across all its premium phones. Instead of emphasizing differences, Google is also doing something similar with its Pixel 10 series. Most Pixel 10 models are expected to share the same horizontal camera bar, except for the Pixel 10 Pro Fold, which will have a slightly different look. So it seems Samsung isn't alone in this effort to create a unified brand identity. If the leaks are accurate, the Galaxy S26 Ultra's redesign shows that Samsung is now focusing on brand harmony instead of keeping each model visually separate. The new camera island helps the Ultra fit better into the overall Galaxy family, giving all the top models a shared identity. Still, not everyone is happy about it. Many longtime Samsung fans see the Ultra line as bold, powerful, and instantly recognizable. The floating camera rings helped reinforce that image. The new design, while more elegant, might take time for fans to get used to. It's worth remembering that these are still leaks, not official photos. Samsung often makes small design adjustments before the final version is released, so the finished Galaxy S26 Ultra could look slightly different when it's unveiled. If the leaked design does turn out to be real, the S26 Ultra will combine flat sides, rounded corners, and a unified camera island, taking inspiration from the S26 Edge and Z Fold 7. The message seems clear. Samsung wants all its premium phones to share a consistent and easily recognizable design. No matter what people think about the new look, one thing is certain: the Galaxy S26 Ultra is going to be one of the most discussed smartphones of 2025, along with the camera redesign. It's expected to come with major performance upgrades and smarter AI photography tools. Samsung's goal appears to be balancing style, power, and brand identity, giving users something both familiar and new. As excitement continues to grow, the Galaxy S26 Ultra is shaping up to not only deliver top-tier performance, but also mark a turning point in Samsung's design philosophy, one that puts a shared identity across all its flagship devices.